Hello, I'm Dominic, I'm 25, and I'm currently a production coordinator for Sky Original Productions and Sky Original Film. I've been in Sky officially, not counting Mommy Youth, for 2.5 years, so I've moved around quite a lot. So I've moved from my old department, from 2.5 years to this new role. So in 2016, I was panicking eternally. I was in north of England studying media, like many other media students, and everyone was having plans and ideas where they're going. People getting work experience, people getting shadowing, people they know in the industry. I knew no one. I tried in the north of England so hard, and I applied for every production scheme, like every other media student, and got rejected. I didn't know what to do. I felt like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go back to Northern Ireland after wasting 3 years of my media degree. And a technical supervisor showed me Mommy Youth on, I think it was Facebook, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. So I was like, there's another scheme I can apply for. So I was in London. I didn't mind relocating because I'm not from England, and I saw what Mommy Youth represented. They wanted to help unrepresented people and to get an interest in this. I loved what they were offering in terms of training, in terms of meeting other young people as well to get in the industry. And I saw it, I applied for it, I had my fingers crossed. When I graduated, I flew over from Northern Ireland to England twice for my interviews. And that's how I obviously impressed for some reason, and I got it, and I'm very shocked. It was my first yes after university, and I was just very, very blessed. Prior to Mommy Youth, I graduated university, and it was the summer 2017. I currently was working in a fish and chip shop for 3 weeks. I asked for extended leave off to go to England twice for the job interviews at Mommy Youth. And to my knowledge, when I got back, I was let go because I asked for leave, and I just got hired. It was nothing I expected because I was just a media student, and I think I did say to other couple people, I was just so shocked how much I learned in a short amount of time compared to the 3 years of university. Experience-wise, we had technical experience, we had theory experience, but I did not know what I was applying for. When I did Mommy Youth, and there's 3 months about television production and how structures within production companies, I was just so shocked what I was just doing wrong. They informed me what to do, and it's a fast-paced environment which I was not prepared for, and I'm glad I went through that experience. And going through that training, it was just also a shell shock for me. It's also my first job in the industry, so it was something that I was taking seriously. They were telling us you should take this seriously if you really truly want this, and it was just fast-paced. There was no cutting corners. Everyone had to communicate, even though not everyone's friends. And they're just preparing us what the real industry is like. In terms of confidence, I would say I was confident of who to contact, how to contact people, how to communicate people, and how to use Mommy Youth to find further employment. Was I confident while I find further work? Of course not, because the television industry is a fast-paced freelance industry, and it's about people talking. I haven't built that up yet. I was offered a placement afterwards, and I was just trying my best. I was trying to communicate with these people, trying to find further work, and I was lucky enough to report back to Mommy Youth what it was like, tell them what's happening, and then ask the coordinators there what upcoming work I can get involved with all the training that Mommy Youth has advised me in the past. Extreme factors for the alumni were these amazing people, young individuals are where they are now, that the support they get after training, and hence why I'm in my current role, hence why the current roles I have done in the past is thanks to the alumni help, from our WhatsApp group to our Facebook group to individual WhatsApp groups catering to certain types of television. I feel it's so important, and even when I was in my current role before this one, I asked for pre-COVID, I asked for tours, can we please meet up at Sky? She took out her time, met me, I discussed what I want, what I need to do, and what I can't do in terms of living in London because of wage, things like that. So that additional help is extremely helpful, and I think it's succeeded, because if you're freelance and some work comes up, Mommy Youth do get to have that first for their alumni to push out, and I think that's very extremely lucky. So I think it's very vital and it's very good to have that additional help even though you've left the scheme. I agreed to talk to Mommy Youth about Mommy Youth today is because it's the place where I start my television career. I owe a lot to the trainees and the trainers at Mommy Youth and the CEO so much, because they just taught me how much I need to learn, how much I needed to, and they taught me how much I needs to learn, what I can do. You only help yourself, but they're there to set the tools out, guide you, but not hold your hand as well, and give you, like, obviously give you tough love, but give you constructive feedback and be there your support as well. And I want to give back to that because they've given so much back to me in terms of my current role and the experiences I've had. And I don't think if I didn't do Mommy Youth, and it's very weird to say this because I looked at my CV yesterday when I applied for Mommy Youth and looked at my CV now, and I'm just very shocked, and just showed that experience that this lovely charity has given me, really, and I just want to give back. Even during these difficult times in COVID, there's still unrepresented people, especially young people. It doesn't mean if they just came out of uni, they can prior 2 or 3 years to get that experience. And I'm talking about regional-based people in the UK who could not access this experience. I'm from Northern Ireland, and this training does not exist anywhere near there. To be able to get that experience and apply for future jobs in regional areas UK is important, and you have that experience and you can share and you can elaborate to job interviews. This is what I did and I want to learn more, and I have the experience that these employers are looking for. There's a lot of no's, and being at the bottom of the heap as a runner, there's like a lot of challenges you have to face, and they may not be your best integrity, but Mommy Youth did warn me about that and I went for it. And like I said, for every job interview I went for, I do not move countries for no reason, even though Northern Ireland is so close to England. It's still far away, still different culture and different people, and London's very expensive, but I wanted it. And like Mommy Youth said, if you want it, you can have it if you help yourself. And I'm just very surprised myself and my parents that this journey of my TV career has started, and it started because of this company, and hopefully it continues on. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and that's like that journey from graduating university with a 2-1 to working in Sky Cinema. I was shocked because I just had so many no's prior to third year university, applying for everything BBC Channel 4, and I was just getting so much no's, asking for work experience for free, asking to do running jobs for free. In terms of, I didn't even know what a runner was. I was just asking any low entry jobs I can have. My university were really just not giving us the right information, the way a hierarchy works in television production. And I was just applying for, I could be an assistant producer, but I had no way qualification, no any prior to that. So yeah. When I was working in the television centre on the Jonathan Ross show, I was obviously just doing my rounds, making sure everything's ready for the transmission. And I see down the corridor a woman dressed in Baywatch Halloween costume, and I was just so flabbergasted when I said, who is that? I obviously went down to have a wee look, and it was Denise Welsh. And I made her jump, I made myself jump, and it was just the most weird encounter I've had while working, and I don't think I'll forget that encounter again. But yes, if Denise Welsh ever wears this and watches this, I'm like, I hope you had a fan from that day.